Hare Krishna, welcome to morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. Dr. Rameshwar Naik Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Bhaktin Rashmi Mitra Mataji reading Srila Prabhupada quote. Thereafter, Bhaktin Rupangshi Sharma Mataji will be reciting the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण ओ दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada की जय। His Holiness गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। His Grace शिक्षा गुरु रूपविलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामामृत। By chanting the Hare Krishna mantra offenselessly in the association of devotees, one becomes pure in heart and loses interest in everything external. Lord Shiva to Lord Vishnu. The devotee whose heart has been completely cleansed by the process of devotional service and who is favored by Bhakti Devi does not become bewildered by the external energy, which is just like dark well. Being completely cleansed of all material contamination in this way, a devotee is able to understand very happily your name, fame, form, activities, etc. As stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam 3.25.25, Satam prasangan mama virya samavido bhavanti rit krishna bhavanti rit karna रसयानः कथः तद जसो तद जसा जसानद अस अपवर्ग वर्तमानी श्रद्धा रतिवीर भक्तिर अंकर्मी यश्यति। Simply by association of pure devotees, one can understand the transcendental name, fame, quality, activities of Supreme Personality Godhead. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has repeatedly said, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Kaya, Lava Matra Sadhu Sange, Sarva Siddhi Haya. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 22.554. Simply by associating with a pure devotee, one becomes wonderfully advanced in Krishna consciousness. Sadhu Sangha or association with the devotee means always engaging in Krishna consciousness by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and by acting for Krishna. Specifically, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra purifies one, and this chanting is therefore recommended by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Chaitanya Charitamrita Ante Leela 20.12. By chanting the names of Krishna, the mirror of the heart is cleansed, and the devotee loses interest in everything external. When one is influenced by the external energy of the Lord, his heart is impure. When one's heart is not impure, he cannot see how the things are related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Idam hi Vishwam Bhagavan Ivateyaha, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.20. He whose heart is purified can see that the whole cosmic manifestation is but supreme personality of Godhead. But he whose heart is contaminated sees things differently. Therefore, by satsanga or association of devotees, one becomes perfectly pure in heart. One who is pure in heart is never attracted by the external energy, which urges the individual soul to try to dominate material nature. The pure heart of a devotee is never disturbed when execute devotional service in the form of hearing, chanting, remembering, etc. In all, in all, there are 9 processes one can follow in the execution of devotional service. In any case, the pure-hearted devotee is never disturbed. The Bhakti Yoga process must be carried out by avoiding the 10 offenses one can commit while chanting the Mahamantra and 64 offenses one can commit while worshipping the deity. When devotee strictly follows the rules and regulations, Bhakti Devi becomes very much satisfied with him, and at that time he is never disturbed by anything external. The conclusion is that when one's heart is purified by association of devotees and by the avoidance of the offenses committed when chanting and worshipping the Lord, the transcendental name, form, and activities of the Lord are revealed by the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.2, 24.59. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada quote, 28th April. We are meant for enjoyment, but we are seeking enjoyment in false place, in an illusion, like the desert animals that run after water in a mirage and eventually die of thirst. They cannot relieve their thirst with such illusory water. Similarly, we are trying to manufacture many things to satisfy our thirst for enjoyment, but we are being baffled at every turn because material existence is an illusion. Real intelligence means to inquire where is the really. There is the eternal substances behind the illusion. If we can find that out, we can experience real enjoyment. Los Angeles, April 28, 1973. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, what more quote is there in the last for you display for Rashmi Mataji?
Hare Krishna. This Krishna consciousness movement is meant for taking back all the suffering humanity, all living entities back to home, back to Godhead. This is a sum and substances of Krishna consciousness movement. Lecture on Bhagavad Gita 7.2, Hyderabad, April 28, 1974. Hare Krishna. Dandot Pranam to all Bhaktajana.
Hare Krishna Danvat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 8.20. Parastasmat bhavanyo avyakto avyakta sanatanaha yaha sa sarveshu bhuteshu nasyat sona vinasyati. Yet there is another unmanifest nature which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this material world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.8.82. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Ma Bheshpalam Tapso Durattaya निवर्तस्य प्रत्यात स्वधाम यतो हि वह प्राणिरोध अस्ति पौता नापादिर्मय संगात्मा आत्मन. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear demigods, do not be perturbed by this. It is due to the severe austerity and full determination of the son of King Utnapada, who is now fully absorbed in thought of me. He has obstructed the universal breathing process. You can safely return to your respective homes. I shall stop this void in this severe act of austerities, and you will be saved from this situation." Hare Krishna. CC Madhya 4.50. Suni loka tanre sanga chalila hari se kunja kati dwara kari karila pravesh. Translation. After hearing this, all the people accompanied Madhvendra Puri with great pleasure. According to his direction, they cut down bushes, created a path, and entered the jungle. Hare Krishna, Dhanvat.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Shri Radharaj Bihari Bhagwan ki jai, Lalita Sakhi Vishakha Mata ki jai, Giriraj Govardhan Maharaj ki jai, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Gaurang Nitai Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Morning Chanting Program ki jai, Samveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Prabhuji, can you move forward this one page, the next page of this thing? Yeah. So the conclusion is that when one's heart is purified by association of devotees and by avoiding offenses committed while chanting, when chanting and worshipping the Lord, the transcendental name, form, and activities of the Lord are revealed by the Lord. So this is the conclusion of this Harinam. That भक्ति कभी भी अकेले नहीं हो सकती प्रभु जी, भक्ति संग में होती है. And that's why we try to come in morning. At least, when we come in morning, we are made to chant together. Because unless and until, we don't come sadhu sangha, lava matra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi ho. When we come in association with the devotees, lot of things in our life come in line according to the bhakti. But we are independent of the devotees. Then our mind, which is our biggest enemy, tries to tell us that you are the most perfect person. तुम्हारे जैसे भक्ति तो कोई कर ही नहीं रहा. And that's why when we come in association of devotees, it helps a lot to analyze ourselves and analyze others. And if we do not do any offenses, definitely the love which is there in our heart will arise. Definitely it will come up. And that's why when we come in association, when we chant, when we do bhakti, definitely our devotional processes increases, our love for the Lord increases, and our love for the holy name increases. We can move forward. Here Srila Prabhupada clearly says that when you go in a desert, you see a mirage. लंबे से ऐसा लग रहा है कि पानी है, बहुत अच्छा पानी है. And you try to run behind it. You try to run behind it because you are thirsty. And in the illusion, you are thinking that in the hot sand, there is some water over there because the waves are flowing over there. And you try to run. You keep a carrot in front of a donkey, and you put a load on it. And the donkey is running for the carrot. वो कैरेट तो कभी नहीं मिलेगा, लेकिन उससे काम मेहनत हो जाएगा पूरा. There are certain people who are bent, मतलब बोलते हैं कि मैं नमक की खान है, उसके अंदर मैं शक्कर ढूंढ के रहूंगा. I'll try to find, the sugar in the salt pan. It is not possible, not possible, not possible. This is Dukhalay. There is no happiness in this material world. Only if you're connected with the Lord, only if you're connected with the holy name, only if you're connected with the Vaishnav Seva, then you will taste some real happiness in your life. Otherwise, everywhere there is salt, everywhere there is illusion, happiness. Yeah? Yehi sansasparshaja bhoga, dukkha yoni evate, adi antavantu konteya, na teshu ramate buddha. Any attachment to any sense gratification will ultimately cause distress. And that's why the senses are meant to serve the Lord and not for the bhogas. Again, in this 8th chapter, Lord is trying to compare the material world and the spiritual world. Parastasmatu bhavanyo vyakta vyakto sanatana yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyastu na vinashyanti. Clearly, Lord compares this world as vinashyati and that world na vinashyati. And that is the difference. We have to move from the nashyati to vinashyati. We are in this temporary world and we have to shift ourselves because we are permanent spiritual soul. And the soul will get happiness only in that world when he shifts over there. So we have to make a plan to, after reading Bhagavad Gita, how we can shift from nashyati to vinashyati. Lord is clearly saying the two very beautiful qualities of Dhruv Maharaj over here. He says that he was doing severe austerity and he had full determination. So when you have do these two qualities in your life, you can do, miracles in your life with full determination and severe austerity. You can please the Lord, please the Vaishnavas, and please the Guru. And Lord is saying that because of this, you are suffering. I will go and stop it because devatas are also devotees of the Lord. Devotees do not, and devotees go to the Lord. Devatas are going to the Lord for the problem. And Lord is telling them what is the cause and how he will be saving them. Here we see in the last CC that Madhavendra Puri, with great pleasure, huh, all other people with a great pleasure, according to his direction, they start cutting the bushes and the path and entered the jungle to bring out the Lord who is down in the bushes and who is called as Gopala. And afterwards, he will be called as Srinathji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,